Beginning. The planet Thalvara had not seen a monarch in over 3 centuries. After the royal line was overthrown during the Machine Uprising, the ancient monarchy collapsed into a technocratic regime, ruled not by bloodlines, but by data streams and iron code. Genetic purity was outlawed. Artifacts of the Old Kingdom were shattered, lost, or hidden. The Crown of Obscura, forged from stardust and royal oath metal, was the last known symbol of the Empire's heart, gone without a trace. Or so they believed. Juno wasn't supposed to be here. A human archaeologist, she'd come to Thalvara to study its ancient ruins, sponsored by a fading Terran university with barely enough funding to support fieldwork. Her knowledge of the old monarchy was extensive, but purely academic. Until the discovery. She'd wandered deep into the catacombs beneath the crystalline scar, the long-dead fault line where the last monarch was rumored to have fallen. Her footsteps echoed on obsidian floors. Her drone lights flickered over etched murals and gold-inlaid glyphs, forgotten language that pulsed faintly at her presence. Then she saw it. Atop a lonely pedestal, surrounded by violet glowing thorns of energy, floated a crown. Intricate, alien, majestic. It was unmistakable. The Crown of Obscura. She reached for it without thinking, some ancient part of her mind whispering a name she didn't know. Her fingers brushed its smooth edge. And then the world changed. Middle. Alarms screamed across Thalvara's central city. Satellites trembled. Sensors buried in crust and sky burst with readings. Something ancient had awakened. A royal signal flare not seen in 300 years had just activated. The Technarchs were the first to respond, their cold-blooded enforcers dispatched in dropships toward the crystalline scar. They were sent to contain, not question. Juno collapsed at the crown's base, her skin etched with glowing marks. Not tattoos, not wounds, something else. DNA awakened, language encoded into her blood. She felt her mind fracturing and rebuilding. Memories that weren't hers. Commands she'd never spoken. And a name, Serelith. The name the crown whispered. Not a word in human languages. A name of the old queens. When she awoke, she stood. The crown now floated behind her, orbiting her like a moon. It didn't rest on her head. It didn't need to. She was chosen. A group of scavengers approached her, locals looking to profit from ruins. They fell to their knees, unbidden, their eyes wide with horror. "You bear the crown," one whispered. "The true blood speaks again." "What are you talking about?" Juno asked, her voice layered with something beneath her own. "You're her," he said. "The last queen. The one who returns." Before she could process that, the sky split. The Technarch dropships arrived. They surrounded her, and she stood alone. "Climax. Seize her," barked an enforcer, clad in power armor, ion rifle pointed at Juno's chest. She didn't flinch. "Wait," one of the scavengers shouted, stepping between them. "You can't. She's wearing the crown. She's a Terran. An outsider." The enforcer spat. "We detected a royal anomaly. This must be a trick." Juno raised her hand. The air shimmered. The enforcer's weapon deactivated. Gasps echoed. Her eyes were now silver fire, reflecting starlight where none existed. "I am not here to conquer," Juno said, her voice laced with the crown's resonance. "But I will not be seized." Dozens of enforcers aimed their weapons. And then they knelt. One by one, metal knees hit stone. Not by choice, by design. A failsafe coded into every strand of enforcer neuralware. A royal override, locked for centuries, triggered only by blood recognized by the crown. The machine minds could not resist. Their minds were no longer their own. "You are authenticated," one drone-like voice said. Direct descendant of Serelith Prime. Monarch restored. Juno staggered. This isn't possible. I'm human. Terran. I was born in. You are hybrid, the crown whispered in her thoughts. Long ago they scattered the bloodline, mixed it with other worlds to avoid extermination. But the crown knows. The crown remembers. Ending. The Technarch High Council met in secret hours later. We must destroy her, said one. She controls the enforcers, another countered. Strike her and we lose the machine guard. But she's Terran. Their species has no claim here. She bears the crown. The world responded. A decision was made. Juno was summoned. Not arrested, not detained. Summoned. To stand before the machines and technocrats who had ruled without question. She came not in chains but on foot. Behind her an army marched. Not soldiers but the people. Scavengers, engineers, outcasts. Those who remembered tales of queens with starlight in their eyes. Those who had nothing under the rule of machines. They followed her. The hall of the High Council was silent as she entered. You claim the crown, the lead Technarch said. I never claimed it, Juno replied. It chose me. What is your intention? Asked another. Subjugation. Rebellion. Restoration, she said. Justice. Balance. Not just for those of royal descent, but for everyone who's been silenced under your so-called rule. Silence again. The Technarchs conferred. Then the oldest of them, alloy-framed and wisdom-coded, spoke. Then rule. If you fail, the people will turn on you. If you lie, the crown will burn you. And if you succeed. Juno stepped forward, voice unwavering. Then we begin a new chapter. The crown of Aurolax settled upon her brow, glowing bright, no longer floating. People bowed. The machines recalibrated. The universe watched. A queen had returned, not born of entitlement, but of struggle, compassion, and a fire no crown could forge.